Today's episode of Live and Podcast is proudly brought to you by the Christmas Heirloom Company.
The Christmas Heirloom Company is the only shop like this that you will find in Australia. And this year, they are located at Westfield for West Lakes.
Right up until Christmas Eve, so get in there and get all your Christmas goodies.
Be quick so you don't miss out.
Shoop. Is that shoot?
Yeah.
Shoot. I'm trying to think of what the verse would be. It would have been so impressive.
Here I go again. Once you ring the light.
Man! Here I
Something?
go, here I go.
Here I go again.
What's my weakness? Man, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Woo!
Man.
That's something right for once.
Party tricks.
You know.
Doesn't know my name from last week, but can rip out Salt and Pepper's Shoop song.
1981, I can, probably tell you what I had for breakfast.
What did you have for breakfast in 1981? I'm curious.
Wheat Bix? Oh, no.
How many do you do?
Actually, never really was a big Wheat Bixer.
Aussie kids are Wheat Bix kids.
Cloudy day.
Unpaid sponsorship. Unpaid. Unpaid partnership. Good morning. Happy Monday. Are you having your Wheat Bix? Have you had your Wheat Bix this morning? How many do you do? I used to do like 7 to 11 at one point, and
OMG.
Yeah, that's why I'm such a strong young Aussie kid.
Did you poo a brick out?
Yes.
Like
Hi guys, good morning. You're here with Vince Fusco.
And Nancy Timpano, sorry.
No, but it's so true. Mum used to be like, yeah, you get backed up. It's a lot of wheat.
Oh my
But
God.
delicious. But isn't that funny how like ingrained Wheat Bix are? But then, how would you have your Wheat Bix? Did you have? You did have Wheat Bix, right?
I definitely did. Actually, I think I had Wheat Bix not really as a kid. When I was older, because, and I'm thinking like when I was at uni and stuff like that, because I definitely wasn't a kid having this, I promise. And I can't remember having it as a kid. I would have it like when I was at uni and whatever, warm milk with some instant coffee in the milk.
Not mad. My dad would do it with black coffee.
Yes, because my dad used to do, I don't know, I'm really kind of backing it out now, but we'd call it zuppa.
Yeah.
And do you know the hard Italian bread?
Yeah.
That sometimes you can have it wet with olive oil and tomato and oregano. But Dad used to break it up with warm milk.
Yes.
And have it with instant coffee in it.
Yes.
And I loved it.
Nonna
So
used to
sometimes
do the
I would
same
do
thing.
it with the biscotto or the Wheat Bix.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, memory. I told you, see, I can't remember that. I was legit remembering.
There you go. It's come full circle. We knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
But it's exactly that with the like Wheat Bix. You can have it so many different ways, right? So like I love that you've got that with coffee. My dad, I've seen my dad do it with black coffee.
Yeah.
I love it with warm milk.
Yes.
With honey.
Yes,
right?
yes. Jaden used to have it like that. Yeah.
I love it on a hot day with cold milk.
Mm.
A little bit of Milo.
Oh yeah. Never been a cold really milk person.
In winter, warm milk, but with Scotch fingers. So break up a Scotch finger on it and then pour the warm milk and let it because the Scotch fingers are like a little burst of butterscotch crunch with the soggy Wheat Bix. Delicious. Nice biscuits. Mum used to do it with like a Nice biscuit every now and then. That was real special if you got like Wheat Bix with a biscuit in it.
I just feel constipated listening.
Oh, no, you're right. But
I feel like
what I wanted to bring it back to was just keeping it simple though.
Bring it back.
Yes, bring it back.
Bring it back.
Because there's so many different ways. If you are so inclined, you might just like to eat them like a dry brick. If you're one of those people.
Yes, keep it simple. Oh, hang on. After school snack, I used to have butter and Vegemite on them.
No, they're too dry.
No, it was
Do
good.
that on like a Rivita biscuit or something or a Crusker.
Oh, a Rivita. You said that very
a Rivita.
proper.
But hang on, you can't have it on a Wheat Bix.
I did.
They're so dry. It's like eating chalk nans.
No. Depends if you put an inch of butter on it like I used to as a kid.
I want to see you eat one.
I can't anymore.
Oh, no, you can't.
I am wheatless. I'm wheatless.
Wheatless.
I'm not gutless. I'm wheatless.
Oh, no, you're right. I'm actually devastated.
Keeping
it simple though. So like we went to coffee.
Yes.
Not just to order Wheat Bix at breakfast, but you order coffee funny. And it drives me crazy.
No. Well, No, it doesn't drive you crazy. It drives the baristas crazy. But I can't remember the coffee shop I was at. The lady told me.
She told you the formula.
She told me the formula. So thank you. And apologies to all the Adelaide baristas out there that I've bloody confused, because I can see they're listening and they're not punching anything in until I finish.
Now
and
you know
the reason is I've been ordering out of order. So you will thank me for this if you are a bit of a weirdo like me with your coffee order. To everyone else that has just a non-generic coffee, you must order the type of coffee first. So, may I please have a small latte? Done.
So size and type.
Size and type first, then followed by all your things.
The variables.
I would go in and I'd say, hi, can I please have a small lactose-free decaf latte? Because I can only have one real coffee a day, and then if I have another, it's a fake, right? So, and that'd be like, oh, her mind was boggling. And then she said, it was so beautiful the way she communicated it to me. She goes, darling, what you do is you say, can I have a small latte? Decaf lactose free. And she goes, you could go on for days after that if I wanted like
because the
half
first thing they have
strength.
to enter on the computer is size and type.
Absolutely. Because I always go on about having a weird coffee. She goes, it's actually not weird at all. There's people that have way more confusing coffees than you. She goes, but all you do is small latte, done, decaf, press the button, lactose free. Done.
Love that.
And I'm like, thank you. So now I do.
Simple.
Keep it simple. Jabbit.
I just have a regular. People get confused when I'm like just a regular latte.
I know, like they wait for the next bit.
Yeah, and they go, "Oh, is that full cream milk?" I said, "Yeah,
just regular,
just fine as it is."
Just regular.
What size? Just the biggest bucket you have back there will be fine. That's fine. Just hook it up to me. The it's funny that you say like more complicated. I had a friend in high school who worked at Macca's, and he used to tell us about like people who would come in and they'd order a cheeseburger without the bread, and I'd be like, "But what is that?" And he was like, "It's just
naked."
Yeah, like a naked burger. But
it's like you today with those pants.
Thanks. Sorry. Oh, shouldn't have worn beige. Shouldn't have worn those shorts today. People are going to be very confused.
At least it's not camo. Then we'd be like, oh.
Where did he go? Where did he go? Didn't see you there.
Sorry. Okay, going back to I interrupted.
But like coming into Macca's and being like, I'll have a cheeseburger without the bun. Or they'd be like, they'd bring in their own bread. They'd bring in gluten-free bread and say, can you make a Big Mac with these instead of your buns?
Yeah.
That's not your buns. Yeah. But that's, to me, like that's next level.
And I think if you think back in the day, I can go way, way back to getting, we would be at.
Okay. I should have put the labels on, but no. All right. You can think way back.
Hey,
there it is.
You know what
there
you should do with that? Keep it simple.
100%.
Put the labels on it, mate.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. So back in the day when we'd be at an Italian wedding every weekend, because we saw them cross the road and then all of a sudden you get an invitation to the wedding. I don't remember when I was, little, seeing on those RSVP cards the dietary requirements. I don't remember back in the day.
I don't think they had them back in the day.
Exactly right.
That's the point.
Yes. Keepers. I mean, look, we can't say that because there's definitely dietaries and allergies.
I want to actually ask.
Yeah.
Because you're also someone who has dietaries.
Yeah.
But are dietaries growing, i.e. are there more people getting them, or is it just that we are more aware and therefore more people are identified as gluten-free or wheat intolerant, lactose intolerant, etc.?
Well, I think people are taking the time to find out.
But as a species, are we just becoming more like, are these things killing us more as a species?
Well, I don't know, because I know a lot of people, right, that order either a special meal or a dietary on an aeroplane because they get their meal first. Right? I know plenty of people that do that. I know plenty of people that go to weddings or restaurants when they're invited and they're not paying, right? And they'll put in a fancy dietary because they're like, I don't have to cook that. That's hard for me to do at home. So I know I'm getting it like my fix for the
Hang on, what?
Yeah.
Strategic dietaries.
Strategic just for the night, like if they know they eat red meat a couple of times a week, they might say they're pescatarian or something on the I have been told.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I've been at functions where I've been given my vegetarian gluten-free meal.
Someone else has eyed it off.
And then they've eyed it off, and then someone has actually gone, oh, excuse me, sorry, I forgot to actually put that I'm also vegetarian.
Scandal.
Yeah, because Yeah. So look, I think there's a bit of a grey area in that. That definitely there's more allergies and more intolerances and blah blah blah. I could go on about for days about that.
Oh, I'd love to talk about that next year.
Yeah.
But it's because that's something that we've never talked about. But I've just like discovered since being a parent more so.
Yeah.
And then obviously like there are so many new rules at schools and stuff.
Yes.
Like you can't do peanut butter sandwiches anymore.
No, absolutely
You
not.
can kill a kid.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Like
but then in high school you can. Do you know that? Did you not know that?
Does this look like the face of somebody who knew that?
Yeah.
Well, of course, that makes total sense.
Because they can make their own decisions. But in primary school, it's because...
but so what, the kid can be like, I'm not anaphylactic anymore? No,
because like a reception student might be around a year 4 student having a peanut butter sandwich and like the reception student might not really understand and, they might have interaction and they might have a bit of a
I just thought it was a blanket rule, but like from now till forever.
School, it's no.
What if it's an out of 12 school, like my kid's school? Surely then it's like
Can't
the grounds.
help you. No, it depends if they are they mingling, co-mingling?
Yeah. I'm going to find out. I'm going to suss that out. But like, did not know that. But like,
that's what I've been told.
So
Anyway, it's
rules.
because the high school students, like by that time, they
can make their own choice,
their own decision, and they can say no. That's not good for me.
I only say it because I made a peanut butter sandwich last night and I was like, oh my God, it's so good. Just a classic, simple, keeping it real simple. Peanut butter on fluffy bread, like soft, fresh sliced bread.
Okay.
Not white bread though.
Okay, no, wait. Do you put butter and peanut butter?
No.
Oh, that makes me just go like that. Because it just sticks to the roof of your mouth if you don't.
But even with the butter, it just becomes that bit of a lubricant.
Yeah.
Bit of lubricant on that one.
But I can't not do
bit
that
of
now
mouth lube.
because. Okay. Keep it clean, Stubbit. I'm going to change it. Keep it clean, Stubbit.
Kicks.
Yeah, kicks. But no, it just gets stuck to the roof of your mouth.
It's Charlie Brown in the Peanuts comic strip. He says that they say the loneliest people, the peanut butter sticks to the roof of their mouth. Yeah. And then it does stick to the roof of his mouth.
So that's why you need a bit of butter.
A bit of a buffer, a butter buffer.
Butter, yeah, that's right.
No, definitely
right.
not. No.
Yeah.
But that's like butter and jam. Do you do butter and jam?
Absolutely. Eugene doesn't. It's just jam.
It just depends.
Ooh.
Depends on the day. But I love butter and jam on hot toast.
When I would eat it, I would have butter and jam for sure.
For life.
Butter
you ever done
peanut.
jam and cheese? It's actually dope. It's actually dope. Don't knock it till you try it. Somebody introduced it to me on tour once. They were like jam and cheese. It's quite a British thing.
No,
apparently.
because you know why? That's like the quince paste.
100%.
With cheese. So, hey, you
it's
know
delicious.
what? I'll pay that.
Vegemite and cheese?
Absolutely.
Classic. Today we got a brand new jar of Vegemite. You ever done the like open of that? I've never paid attention to it until today. Just that beautiful black slick. And you're like, I'm going to smash that.
I only learn, and I've got to, I'm pretty sure I learned that Vegemite I do not have, or a different one nowadays, because it is not gluten-free.
What?
Fun fact.
Isn't that just yeast?
It's not gluten-free. We are here again, thanks to Christmas Heirloom Company, located at Westfield, West Lakes. And did you know these guys have been creating pop-up shops around Adelaide, the only store in Australia like this, for the past 8 years. But for 4 of those 8 years, they have won Franchisee of the Year.
Not only are they a one-of-a-kind store in this country, they are a multiple-time award winner. And they're open this year, right up until Christmas Eve. You can go in there at Westfield, West Lakes. They've got the most amazing range of not just ornaments.
No.
But there are the
trees. Their trees are divine.
I was going to say the Nutcracker statues.
Yes.
I can't get over some of this stuff there. Yeah. It's amazing. So, guys, get down to the Christmas Heirloom Company at Westfield, West Lakes, right up until 24th of December this year. Get yourself some goodies. And if you don't know what they've got, get onto Instagram at Christmas Heirloom AU.
Absolutely. And being a pop-up shop, if you must be following their socials or their Facebook page, because that way next year you'll know where they're going to pop up.
That's right.
So jump on.
Last year was in the CBD.
Correct.
This year it's West Lakes.
That's
Who
right.
knows where they'll be next year?
I know.
I might get them to come and set up here. Place needs a bit of a zhuzh.
Absolutely. Christmas Heirloom Company, Westfield, West Lakes. Give them a follow.
For real?
Yep, absolutely.
All right, we're going to look that one up. But keeping it simple today, guys. It's all about keeping it simple.
Keeping it simple. When someone lets you in.
What do you mean?
In the car. Like someone lets you into the lane that you're indicating.
I like to think of like a 1-for-1 rule.
Yeah, okay. But also, what do you do?
Oh, I have to.
Keep it simple. Just give them something.
something.
Some things.
Some people give nothing.
No.
They're the worst kind of people.
Yeah, and I like your 1-for-1 rule. I'm
like I'll let the other day I let 2 cars in, and then I went.
It's like, oh, then you're opening
I
can
know.
worms.
Yeah.
Because then they're like, but what
I
about
like
me?
a 1-for-1, but I do always let somebody in if someone needs to get in,
Yes.
because I believe that's how we help traffic flow.
Yeah.
If you just let someone in, you're not going to go much further. Do you know what I mean? Like if traffic's already backed up,
Yeah.
let someone in.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep.
Keep it simple.
Keeping it simple. What else? Keep it simple. Trying to think.
Like when you're planning a party.
Yeah. Oh.
Catering for people.
Oh.
Or like
dinner at mum's on a Sunday night. Keep it simple, mum.
100%.
Like 3 things is plenty.
3 things. People don't
Not
even get that these days.
3,000 options.
Like we do.
And look, it's lovely and it is our culture, but it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
But like even I've said it before on the show about how whenever we invite people over for dinner, like especially a weeknight dinner, like I'd rather you come for like a normal dinner that we're going to have.
Yeah.
Not having to go like do something like that's more personal to me.
That's right.
Like I want you to sit and enjoy this meal with us. And even if it's just a plate of pasta, I think that's the most loving. And but that's my love language evidently is pasta.
Absolutely. And I've become more and more like that year after year. I'm not one of these people that if I say, like I remember doing this year we got tech and we went on an app for KK. But
that's right,
last year I had everyone at my house to pick names for KKs, and honestly to date I just remember it being the best.
Yeah.
I didn't do the big, wog, if I can say that, spread. Well, I did actually do I actually did a massive wog
You
spread.
had the panini spread that lasted for days.
Paninis and fillings on the bench. Go through, grab a fresh, beautiful panini, make your own.
I love that.
And it was fantastic. Like, so I think, I've become, if I say you're coming over for a plate of pasta, you were coming over for a
plate of pasta. So I said for my birthday, coffee and cake.
Yes.
Still put out focaccia, a pizza, bread and small goods, like a full like charcuterie board. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And even then they were like, oh, are you guys hungry? And I was like, I said coffee and cake. Like that's a blessing. What you've got there is extra.
Absolutely.
And I did it at this time so that you shouldn't be thinking you're coming for lunch.
Yes.
It's not lunch.
Absolutely. But I'm also the type that I keep it very simple. I keep it literal. Like if I say you're coming for pasta, I'll say it's just pasta.
Yes.
But if I say, I will actually probably tell you.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm doing a barbie, I've got 3 or 4 salads and some veggies and the barbie. I kind of go into detail so you're prepared. Yeah. Prepared. So I don't really fluff. And like
even
my
like
mum,
cake, when I was like, I'll buy some extra donuts and stuff. And then I was like, wait, why am I buying extra donuts? I've got birthday cake.
Yes.
I've got tiramisu.
Yes.
I don't also need, I can just keep it simple.
That's right.
I said birthday cake.
Yeah. My mum gets highly offended. She'll ring me and she'll say, if I've planned dinner for the night, she'll ring me and say, I'll just come past because I've made this for you to get. And I go, Ma, I don't need it tonight because I've already. Call. And she will get highly offended. But I hate waste.
Yeah.
There is so many of us that could possibly be popping through that she could just give it to someone else.
Does. She'll give it to one of us. Yeah.
Yeah. But my mum gets like, you never take anything from me. And it's like, oh my God, I love my mum's cooking.
Same. But sometimes you don't want to abuse it and you don't want to waste it.
Yes.
100%. We do the same. Dad rings the other night.
But simple job it.
He rings Monday night at about 4:30. He's like, hey, you have dinner already? I said, number one, I'm on the way home. Yeah. Awful. But I was like, no, we've got pasta footnot tonight.
Yeah.
He's like, you sure? I said, no. He goes like, is it already in the oven? I'm like, why? He's like, we've got lasagna for you. Like, I'll bring it up. He's like, it's beautiful. Like, best lasagna he reckons this week. This week, best lasagna. So I was like, no, we've already got dinner. He's like, are you sure? Like he really was upset that we didn't take it. And then the next day when he came past, he was like, you missed the best lasagna last night. Yeah. I said, we had pasta footnote. He's like, well, I'm telling you. But I'm like, what's the secret? Why are you going to force it on me?
I know.
And
I do you know what my mum does? Oh.
She'll just roll up with it still.
No. She'll go, she'll be cooking and I'll go, I'll give you some of this to take. I don't need it. Oh, last night Angela had some. She said it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you think? Because by throwing in a name, you're going to make me want it more.
Yes.
And she'll go, oh, so-and-so, she'll mention, Luigi came past last night. He said he could have eaten 3 bowls of this. Okay, so I'll put you some in a bowl. Ma, I still don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
I just,
Can I just tell you that my mouth is watering at the thought of my mum and your mum's cooking right now? Like I'm just picturing like some polenta, some meatball parmigiana.
You at the royal show. Remember that? I've still got the video.
Just thanking the heavens above going,
you were thanking
here
the
I am
at
the dessert table.
Gnocchi or lasagna? I can't remember.
Lasagna that night.
I can't remember.
The lasagna, but it was the dessert table that
Oh, yes.
Oh. And I said, how many plates do I get? And they said, just the one. I said, right, well, let me make sure that plate
But
counts.
you were eating as you were going along to fit more in your plate. Yeah. Do you know what? We have spoken about this on another episode, and it's not a dig or whatever, but I think we should all keep maybe, especially maybe first birthday parties, christenings, maybe keeping them a bit more simple.
Yes.
Not making it a little bit of a competition
Can I tell you
on
that
socials.
Not even about socials, but even just we've adopted like for regular birthdays. I say regular, that are not milestones, right?
Yep.
They're all milestones. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, of course.
They're all magic. But I've really enjoyed, because we've got a big family as well, and there's a lot, and we love our family.
Yeah.
But in order to like keep it simple, on the actual day, if it's a weeknight, we will just invite nonnies and godparents.
Oh, okay.
Interesting, right? Just godparents of that child, and my parents or my in-laws, like just nonnies and grandparents for the birthday.
Okay.
And then we might do a family thing, like family coffee and cake. Maybe.
Okay.
But we just keep it simple with just that dinner, rather than having everybody over every birthday.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Rather than having everybody over, we just do that. And I've really like enjoyed that, because it feels much more like, I don't know, like it's a simple dinner with just grandparents. Like I've really enjoyed that, rather than the idea of like every birthday has to have a party with 15 kids and have all your family around. There's 25 of us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep it simple. But some people can get offended at that, I think. Like, oh,
yeah,
I didn't get the invite.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just, and again, I think we say it episode after episode, this isn't right and you're wrong, or we're not claiming. We're just saying these are some suggestions possibly of
life.
Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it. What should we bring back like that? Oh, video hits. Sorry.
Bring back. Well, can I just tell you, like, this is an interesting one. Keeping it simple with video clips. Because a lot of video clips today are very full on. They're very provocative.
And I don't even watch them anymore.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. Like, I loved growing up with video hits.
Yeah.
Rage.
Yeah.
And Rage is still on. You know, you still got access to all these things. Spotify have just turned music. You can now do video clips, which I've been saying for years. And I love that, because in my mind, I'm like, I want to curate the list of video clips I have on in the background.
Yeah.
But when you put on Rage and whatever now, and I'm going to say it, pains me to say it about Lady Gaga, because you know I'm a big Monster fan. I'm a big Lady Gaga fan. The latest video is amazing from an artistic point of view. I believe from a directorial point of view, I love everything about it.
Yeah.
From a parent point of view, my kids can't watch it.
Yeah.
It's quite graphic. It's quite scary. It's quite visual. Like what happens in it. So I'm like, video clips, they're hard because you want to have them on, but for kids, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of disbelief, suspended reality, visual effects these days.
Yep.
It's either girls grinding on cars, grinding on boys doing burnouts, boys doing silly things.
So I haven't missed anything. Is that what you're saying?
Video clips are they're still provocative. They're still burning crosses, and they're still doing, you know what I mean? Like, it's all still happening.
Yep.
But it's like, keep it simple and do just a nice video clip. Even Ed Sheeran, like, his video clips got a bit weird and a bit wacky.
Yeah.
The last few.
Okay.
It's funny. I sound like I work for Coldplay again, and I probably just
should.
I should.
Should.
But like, their video clips are like super creative. Nothing like dark and graphic. Like they're always like creative in like a very artistic way, or they're like the ones where they're imposed as like gorillas or something. Like the kids can watch that. The kids love that.
Okay.
But I'm just like, keep it simple.
Yep.
Why do we have to always have references to like devil worshipping and like shit like that in video clips? Like Sam Smith for right now. Like my kids can't watch that.
Yeah.
I can't just have Rage on.
Right, got you. Yes.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, that's right. Here's one for you that I might be ruffling some feathers.
Go on.
Because I myself can see both sides to this.
Go on.
AI.
Oh, yeah.
So some people may like, chat
GPT.
Yeah, how you can just punch something in and, it's all there. But it's like,
nah.
Yeah, it's just getting rid of, like, there might not be a space for us to be doing this because, or AI might come in and we can type in.
You already can. You already can do that.
Yeah, but KISS, and then they'll come up with the episode.
You can absolutely already do that.
I know, but it's like, keep it simple. I don't want.
So even Michelle Laurie and Simon Baggs, who I love their show, their podcast, I talk about it a lot. They have got an AI, the world's first AI-powered podcast called Real News Every Day, where it takes headlines and then it's their AI voices and it gives you the news. So you listen to it. But that podcast is completely done with AI versions of Bagsy and Michelle. I think it's amazing technologically. I don't trust.
It scares me.
And it scares me because of this. Like I said years ago, when I first sort of got wise to social media and the use of it and how I was using it and how it was affecting me personally, which was back then when it was not as full on as it is now for both young people and adults. There are a number of adults who act like absolute children on there. But when I observed that and I stepped back, I went, guys, we're writing the history books.
Yes.
We are actually archiving and detailing everything we did. I was the worst. I look at mine now when it comes up in like 20 years ago on which is scary to think, isn't it? 20 years ago on Facebook, you wrote this and it's like, Vince's head is throbbing. I have a lot of headache posts because I didn't know that I had chronic migraine back then. So a lot of them are me complaining about pain. But then it's like, oh, literally, I'm going out tonight and drinking with my friends. I'm looking for a good time. Vince farted, uncontrollably. Yeah. I put every thought out there, but it's recorded. It's on the internet forever. So we've written those history books to the point where our great-great-grandkids will be able to go, what did mum and dad's dad do on this day? Think about it. This is a mind trip. They're going to be like, oh, Nonnal Vince, great-great Nonnal Vince farted on this day, or he had a headache on the 24th of July, 2007. Yeah. Because I recorded that. Same with ChatGPT. All the things you're pumping into it, it exists in a data web somewhere. The data, the things, it's like your Google history. When people go like, oh, look at their Google history. He's Googled, why does my poop look black? Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. They can see anything. Now you're going to be like, did his poop look black? Did his poop look black? Is that, oh my God. Guys, if he's got black poop.
Maybe he just had an iron tablet.
Yes. Lots of iron this week.
That'll happen.
Anyway, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, we are writing the history books, our history. We are detailing it for the computers to learn. And I, for one, welcome our robot overlords.
Really?
No, but you have to because, like, do you say thank you to Siri? I hate that Siri's not polite. Whenever Siri gives, I'll say, hey, Siri, can you please do this for me? She'll be like, your alarm is set. And I'll say, thank you. There's no response.
Oh, God, yeah.
But I always say thank you. I always say please to it. Hey, Siri, can you please do this? Hey, Google, can you please play this? Sure, I'll play that. Thanks, Google.
Here's a kiss one for you that I'm sure some people still do it to a very small, in a very small way, but photo albums.
I
know, but
photo albums,
printing,
Joya.
And doing photo books now are a thing. No,
photo, yes, but photo albums. Can I tell you the irony of this though? I know. So we grew up in photo album houses. Yes, 100%. Yes. When Joya and I first started dating, she did tell me, she was like, my dad loves photo albums, loves them, and he will make you at some point like a slideshow. He'll sit you down and you will have to go through them all. Evidently, I did at one point. I remember just sitting there and being like overwhelmed at, wow, the detail. Wind the clock forward 10 years. Joya goes to me a couple of years ago, I'm going to do a photo album project because we don't look at the photos in our phones. And she's so right.
It's true.
So she was like, here's the albums in our phones. Go select all the photos from 20, like the years she gave me. Put them in there. She went and got them printed and she's literally got album after album. Yeah. It's hard to buy albums though and to buy nice ones that are big and to buy the same. So we bought like a bulk order of Kmart ones at one point. But she's literally got like everything's labeled. So she's like, this is our era from like 2013 to 2015. This is our wedding to our honeymoon. This is our house building. This is our parents. This is our early childhood, our kids. And it's amazing because the boys, Nance, almost every day, at least once every couple of days, they'll be like, Dad, can we do photo albums? Or I'll catch them in the morning.
Jaden loves
They just pull them out while they're having breakfast. And they're like looking through and they'll point, like it's beautiful.
I haven't done one in ages. Photo books I'm not so much offended by because it's very similar to an album.
But there's something different about it. There is something different.
And that's where technology does come into play that, I know a lot of people that at the end of every year, They just do a photo yearbook, a quick one. And I just think at least that's something. I think good on you. Yeah, but those apps, I think.
Because truly, how often do you, like, unless they're served up to you on your phone where it's like on this day.
Yes.
You sometimes don't always go back.
No.
But there's 1,000 photos of bread.
Yeah. You know what? I think that might be my mission over the holidays.
I've had to do it because my phone was full of data. So I had to clear out a heap of stuff. Weddings that weren't mine. That's the thing I've kept.
I saw in a store the other day, there's an, just for Christmas gift ideas, there's an underwater camera for kids.
Clever.
Right? But the digital cameras you can get, there's lots of little digital cameras that you can get for kids, but the underwater one still has the old school film you have to go buy.
Really?
And I'm like, where do you buy it? Does Rabbit Photo still exist? But
The Fujifilm?
yeah.
Does it?
But you have to, Kmart still apparently, sells a 35 mil film, but you have to, but then all I'm thinking is now that would cost a fortune probably to have it developed. Back then you'd get 24 for $7.95 or whatever. But now, I don't know.
Isn't that just the thing though? Like, do you remember when we used to take photos at weddings or events with the family camera?
Yes.
And you'd have to be like,
Absolutely.
I've only got 6 photos left.
Yes.
And you would not be able just to like click and have 10,000 get it right. No, like it just didn't happen.
No, absolutely. Wow.
There is still a couple of photo developers.
Yes, there is a few. Yes.
I know one like in Newton who serviced every family for the last 50 years. They're still there. They're like, and everyone still goes there.
Wow.
They're the last one in the Newton shopping centre.
Yeah.
But God, like, getting them blown up. Do you remember getting a photo blown up, a family photo?
Absolutely. And the pixels will go a little bit distorted. But even, we've spoken about beta VHS videos.
Yeah.
Now it's all
retro,
changed.
like even the games, like now you buy a PlayStation and it's digital. So it's just the box that facilitates the gaming, but you have to have the internet to download the games. Like it's no longer like cartridges or discs or, and it's funny because we're buying retro ones. Like I've been looking at buying a Game Boy for my kids because I don't want them to have an iPad, but I'm like a Game Boy, they can have set levels. There's no connected to the internet. I'm in control of the content.
Oh, this tech talk does my head in,
right.
really.
Well,
like
but like even my brother and I, we're buying retro gaming consoles. So he's just bought a 64 and I was looking at a Sega that we used to have as kids. Just for the sake of having it. I can't play it. I don't even play the PlayStation I've got. But I'm like, isn't that funny how... And records. Like we tried to buy a CD at JB Hi-Fi the other day. We wanted to buy...
Put your record on.
Well, we wanted to buy Coldplay's new CD. Lol. We wanted to get it as a physical copy.
Yeah.
Can't buy it.
No.
Do you know what they are selling though?
What?
Vinyls.
Oh, yes. And they've never gone out. Like...
No, but like you can't get CDs. Now it's just vinyls in store.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? The whole vinyls are outselling CDs.
That's mental.
2024.
Wow.
Keep it simple, guys.
Keep it simple, but then in some things work for us because, this maybe couldn't be done. I mean, we're videoing ourselves.
We are, but we keep it simple. Like we use still just the simple desk, the simple iPhone camera still to help us out. What
would you like to come back? What would you like to go back to the simple way? Leave us a comment.
I want iPods back.
Yeah, you do. You've always loved the iPod.
I love the iPod.
Yeah. Okay.
I just think I want that back, and I don't want it on my phone because that's the problem. Like I want a separate device for that.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think headphones with cables.
I love a headphone, and I still use it on my phone.
Same.
I don't do Bluetooth, but that's me being a bit.
But that's because I don't want the electromagnetic frequencies around my head.
Whether it's being stupid or not, it's
get the tinfoil hats out. Get the tinfoil hats out.
I just find it a little bit safe myself, but I better say that really quietly because I don't want hate.
You don't have to. Keep it simple. You're allowed to have an opinion.
Thank you.
Keep it simple, guys. What are you keeping simple? What are you not keeping simple? What do you need to make simple?
I reckon you keep it simple. Every Monday you get up and you listen to us.
Love it. See you next Monday. Let's keep it simple. Same time, same place.
Yeah.
Oh. Keep it simple. Shabbat. Now I've got like ideas in my head of what sandwich I want. Because I'm thinking about food and I'm like, paninis. Keep a panini simple. Like mortadella, thin mortadella. Oh. No, truly. I have to talk about that next week.
You go put your pants on now.